It all started behind closed doors, in the dimly lit backrooms of political power where whispers travel faster than facts, and plans are often made far from the public eye. Sources close to Donald Trump began to leak details that sent chills through the tech world. According to insiders, Trump had grown increasingly uneasy with the influence Elon Musk wielded, not just in business, but in society as a whole. From his global satellite networks with Starlink, to the explosive growth of Tesla, to the way he'd reshaped online communication after acquiring Twitter, now X, Elon wasn't just a tech billionaire anymore. He was becoming something more, something that threatened Trump's image of control. In closed meetings, Trump allegedly began referring to Musk as a national security concern. Not because Elon had done anything illegal but because he was, in Trump's words, too foreign, too free, too powerful. He didn't like the way Musk spoke freely on global politics. He didn't like the fact that Elon's satellites could bypass government-controlled media, and he especially didn't like that Elon's platform X was becoming the main stage for political debate, outside of traditional media control. So, what did Trump do? He ordered a deep dive into Elon Musk's past. A small circle of loyal aides was tasked with the job. Their mission: dig up anything in Musk's immigration history, his early business paperwork, or his path to U.S. citizenship, anything that could be spun, stretched, or exaggerated into a legal reason to remove him from the country. One internal memo reportedly said, "If there's even a single inconsistency, we can start building a case." It was a bold and dangerous move. No formal announcement, no public warning, just a quiet campaign with one goal: deport Elon Musk. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. Trump didn't realize Elon was already watching. You see, Elon Musk isn't just a genius in tech. He's also incredibly well-connected and paranoid in all the right ways. Years of building rockets, navigating international politics, and defending his companies had taught him to always expect someone's watching or planning. So when chatter began circulating through legal circles, when a few unexpected data requests hit his old immigration files, and when one of his internal teams spotted a suspicious pattern of government interest, Elon knew something was up. And unlike others who might have panicked or gone silent, Elon Musk prepared for war. While Trump's team was digging, Elon was gathering receipts, emails, documents, witnesses. And when the time was right, he wouldn't just defend himself. He would turn the tables and expose everything. This wasn't going to be a quiet takedown. This was about to become a global showdown. Elon Musk is many things. An inventor, a billionaire, a space pioneer, a provocateur, but more than anything else he's strategic. He doesn't react. He calculates. He doesn't panic. He prepares. And when Elon Musk prepares, the whole world watches. So, when he discovered Trump's secret plan to dig through his immigration records and try to deport him, Elon didn't blink. He didn't call a lawyer. He didn't run to the press. He picked up his phone, opened his own platform, X, formerly Twitter, and fired the first shot. He posted one message: short, direct, and explosive. A former president is trying to use immigration laws to silence innovation and personal freedom. They want me out, not because I broke the law, but because I won't play their game. I have receipts, and I will share them. That post, it broke the internet. Within 3 minutes, it had over 5 million views. In 15 minutes, that number jumped to 20 million. By the end of the hour, over 40 million people had seen it. Screenshots were everywhere. Hashtags exploded. News outlets scrambled. And the biggest trend on X, hashtag I stand with Elon. But Elon wasn't done. Just hours later, he went live on X, not through a fancy studio, not with scripted lines. Just him, in a plain black shirt, seated in a minimal office, staring directly into the camera. No intro music, no dramatic effects, just raw truth. And then, he dropped the bombshells. One by one, he revealed leaked internal memos from Trump's circle, emails between advisors discussing Elon's immigration paperwork, even meeting notes marked confidential, with Trump's name mentioned directly, and phrases like find inconsistencies and build a case for removal. The documents weren't vague. They were specific, strategic, sinister. Elon paused, looked straight into the lens. This isn't about my immigration status, he said. It's about control. It's about silencing those who don't bow down. They want to shut me down, but I won't back off. Ever. He spoke calmly. No shouting, no name-calling, just facts, receipts, and resolve. He added, if they can target me, someone who's created hundreds of thousands of jobs, paid billions in taxes, and pushed America ahead in space, tech, and energy, they can target anyone. People across the globe listened in shock. Politicians, journalists, and celebrities began reposting his stream. Tech CEOs, former presidents, even foreign leaders chimed in. Suddenly, the story wasn't Elon Musk under investigation. It was Trump's secret plot exposed by Elon. That night, Elon didn't just protect himself. He started a movement. The backlash against Donald Trump was immediate and intense. As Elon Musk's explosive live stream went viral, people around the world began reacting, and not in Trump's favor. Major voices from the tech industry, Wall Street, Silicon Valley, and even Washington rallied behind Elon. Tim Cook, Satya Nadella, and other business leaders posted vague but pointed messages about freedom of innovation and the dangers of political overreach. Entrepreneurs and venture capitalists publicly declared, if Elon isn't safe from political retaliation, who is? Even people who had criticized Elon Musk in the past, for his tweets, for his aggressive style, or for his business decisions, were now standing in his corner. One former critic tweeted, I may not always agree with Elon, but using immigration law to silence a tech innovator, that's not leadership, that's a threat to democracy. The hashtag #IStandWithElon trended for 3 straight days, globally. On TikTok, Gen Z creators were making reaction videos calling Trump's plan a dictatorship move. On YouTube, analysts and streamers tore apart the leaked documents and memos, exposing the extent of the plan. Meanwhile, Trump scrambled to defend himself on his platform, Truth Social. He posted, Elon Musk is not above the law. If he came here under false pretenses, he should be investigated like anyone else. That's how the system works. But his words didn't land well. Not this time. Journalists, legal scholars, and even a few former Trump supporters quickly responded. And they weren't buying it. A retired federal judge said during a CNN panel, there's no legal basis to deport a naturalized citizen unless they committed fraud. Nothing in Elon Musk's record suggests that. This looks more like a personal vendetta than lawful governance. Some called it a clear abuse of power. Others used even stronger language. Authoritarian, retaliatory, dangerous. A former White House insider even tweeted, this isn't politics. This is paranoia. Trump's legal team went quiet. The pressure was mounting. And just when things couldn't get any worse for him, Elon Musk released a video. But this wasn't just another tweet. This was titled, You Deserve the Truth. And it would change everything. The video that shook the world wasn't filled with loud music or fancy graphics. There was no dramatic entrance, no hype, no theatrics, just a simple title card with 5 words, You Deserve the Truth. And then, Elon Musk appeared on screen, wearing a plain gray t-shirt, sitting in a minimalist room, with a serious expression on his face. Elon looked directly into the camera. No jokes. No distractions, just a man determined to set the record straight. This isn't about politics, he began. This is about truth, about power, and about the kind of country we want to live in. And then, piece by piece, Elon walked the world through the plan to deport him. He pulled up emails from Trump's inner circle, messages from key aides discussing his immigration history and asking questions like, what are the options to revoke naturalization if fraud is found? Can we escalate this discreetly? He showed memos marked, confidential, stamped with government seals, detailing how Trump's allies had quietly reached out to immigration agencies, asking for Musk's old visa records from the early 2000s, long before he became a U.S. citizen. One document read, Objective, identify inconsistencies in Musk's naturalization path. Focus on 1999 to 2005 filings. The tone was clear. This wasn't about law. It was about leverage. Then Elon dropped the line that would echo around the globe. They didn't do this because I broke the law. They did this because I didn't fall in line. Because I refused to be controlled. He paused, letting the weight of his words settle. Then he continued, they called me a shadow president because I own X. Because I speak freely. Because I support innovation without censorship. But if speaking your mind makes you a threat, what does that say about those in power? As the video played, screenshots of internal chat logs, flagged emails, and redacted government letters faded across the screen. No drama, no exaggeration, just hard proof. And then came the moment that truly shook people, the part that felt less like a billionaire defending himself, and more like a warning to the world. Elon looked into the camera and said, if they can come for me, a legal citizen, a job creator, an innovator, they can come for you too. This isn't just about me. This is about freedom. That line became a rallying cry. Clips of the video flooded TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Telegram. People reposted it with captions like, "He's right. This isn't about Musk. It's about all of us. This is the most important video you'll watch this year." Within just 48 hours, the video had crossed 100 million views. The world didn't just listen. The world woke up. And Trump? He didn't just lose the narrative. He lost control. After Elon Musk's bombshell expose went viral, Trump's camp fell into complete silence. The bluster, the statements, the rapid-fire truth social posts, all of it stopped. No press conferences, no denials, no counterattacks, just silence. And in politics, silence speaks volumes. As the internet kept buzzing and Elon's video shattered view records, legal experts began weighing in. Former federal prosecutors, immigration attorneys, and constitutional scholars all seemed to agree on one thing. There was no legal basis to deport Elon Musk. No fraud, no hidden crimes, no technical violations of naturalization. In fact, some argued that Trump's attempt to use government systems for personal revenge could itself be illegal. A prominent Harvard law professor told MSNBC, "Weaponizing immigration law to target a political or business rival, that's not just unethical, it may be criminal. At the very least, it's a clear abuse of power." The controversy grew so large, Congress had no choice but to act. A bipartisan committee announced an investigation into whether Trump violated federal ethics rules, misused private government databases, or pressured immigration officials without legal grounds. One representative said on the House floor, "If a former president can target a citizen for political purposes, what protection do the rest of us have?" The tension in Washington was undeniable. But Elon Musk? He didn't flinch. He didn't retreat. In fact, he accelerated. He posted a follow-up on X that instantly became iconic. "They wanted to silence me. Instead, they gave me the mic." That single post got over 60 million views in 6 hours. But Musk wasn't just talking. He was acting. In the days that followed, Elon made 3 major announcements. 1. New freedom of speech protections on X. He introduced a set of transparency rules that prevented political censorship, including publicly listing government takedown requests and creating a digital bill of rights for users. 2. The launch of Open Signal, a satellite-powered communication platform designed for journalists, whistleblowers, and human rights activists in censored countries, giving them direct access to information without interference. 3. A political movement. In a cryptic post, Elon hinted at forming an innovation party, a non-traditional political platform built around transparency, free speech, technology, and ethical governance. He asked followers, "Would you vote for a future that's honest and open, or one that's rigged and silent?" The world was listening. And as for Trump, the man once known for dominating headlines, controlling narratives, and silencing opposition, was suddenly outmatched, outmaneuvered, and outnumbered. He didn't just lose a fight. He lost the spotlight to the very man he tried to erase. Elon Musk had done the unthinkable. He stood up to a former president. He exposed a hidden political plot. And he walked away not just victorious, but louder, stronger, and more influential than ever before.